Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive videos never before seen on YouTube. And don't forget to also check out the memberships on my channel page to join and gain access to perks and see videos early. Make sure to click the subscribe button and hit the bell and be notified of new videos. All the support goes to the production of the channel for better content. Now let's get into the video. Real quick shout out to all the members that are there on the stream. Go check them out, go give them a like, subscribe, show them some love and support. Also, if this video gets over 250 likes, I shall continue the series. Thank you all for the support. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all later. Now, we last kicked off with Goku battling Super Buu. Now, we last remember that Goku mixed Kaioken with Super Saiyan 3. He was barely able to hold his power for long, but it was long enough until Ultimate Gohan would appear, or Mystic Gohan. Once when Gohan appears, this is when the tides are going to be turned. As Goku was given a Senzu Bean, remember they're around Kami's lookout, so yes, Goku can go to Korn and get a Senzu Bean, or Korn can show up to them, remember? And Goku was given a Senzu Bean being back at full strength again, as realistically, he was not truly damaged, he was already healed. It's the fact that his stamina and his energy was so low. As we all know, I make Goku's immortality buff his stamina and strength exponentially higher, but it's not infinite. As immortality just grants you eternal life, and it grants you the ability to basically not be hurt. You can obviously feel the pain, get scratches on you, get cuts, get ripped in half, but obviously you're not going to die. You're just going to instantly regrow those limbs or heal any injury almost instantly. So, but it does not really stand for energy, but just to make fun of it, I added more stuff for Goku. Now, once when Gohan appears, he would kind of give the same beating to Super Buu as before, but this time, Gohan here is far stronger. Far stronger. He's a lot more powerful than he is in the original. Considering the fact that Gohan has been training with his father for 7 years, this Ultimate Gohan, and this is not an exaggeration, is nearing the levels of even Super Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. A lot of you guys might think that that's outlandish, but it's not very far-fetched. As you look at Gohan's potential is actually very busted in terms of power. If you also look at the fact that he trained for 7 years, and his potential is higher than ever because he's not holding back, and he's been training, keeping his potential up. Not to mention, Mystic buffs your potential to its limit. It pushes your body to its limit. And that's exactly what Mystic does, to where Gohan can go from being a weakling fool, little bit of training here and there. With Mystic, he was able to keep up with the Super Saiyan Blue Goku within a little bit of training, which goes to show how busted Gohan actually is with his potential. It makes no sense. Now, I obviously nerfed it here, so yes, he is nearing the levels of Super Vegeta and Buuhan. But yeah, Gohan would easily overpower Super Buu, and obviously Goku would stand back and let Gohan handle it. Gohan was getting pretty arrogant. He was kind of torturing Super Buu a little bit. Now, Goku does take notice of this, and he would tell Gohan to take the fight seriously and end him now. Now, Gohan here obviously listens to his father, as remember, he's more calm. As you guys know, Super Saiyan 2, when Gohan had it, he was enraged. He felt pure anger and hatred towards Buu. He was a little bit blinded by it. But obviously here with Mystic, it does not affect your mental state, as you're completely calm and tranquil in this state. So Gohan here understands, and he would say goodbye to Buu. He would charge up a full power Kamehameha, and he would fire it full force, hitting Super Buu, killing him. Or so we thought. As you guys know, Super Buu, remember from the last part, his tail, or the antenna thing on, his tendril on the back of his head, yeah, that piece of his head was still off. So Buu never truly died. They thought that they killed him all up until it expanded and it surrounded Gohan. This was not good. As Vegeta and Goku stood there in shock, Buuhan was born. Now obviously here, this version of Buuhan is obviously not as, doesn't have as many people. So a lot of people are going to say, okay, well, he's not as strong. No, considering the fact that Gohan is a lot more powerful, he basically equals it out without the fact of Gotenks and Piccolo. So this version of Buuhan is around the same strength, possibly a little bit stronger. Well, now that they're in a bad turn, very quickly they need to get out of there. The Supreme Kai would actually fly in into the Kai and then get Goku and Vegeta away. Now Super Buu, or Buuhan, was furious as he was trying to look and find them where they were, as he wanted to fight them. But he would just maybe focus on Earth a little bit, but since Earth had no humans left on it, what's he gonna do? So he would use his Ki sensing ability. Remember, he doesn't have a version of instant transmission like how Goku did. That's only for Kid Buu. but you could argue he can explore space. So Super Buu would actually be traveling around the universe using super speed to go search for Goku and Vegeta, tracking their energy source. Now luckily, being on the Kai world, they have enough time to talk to them and get this stuff situated. So Goku and Vegeta would then talk and say, what are we going to do? We can't beat him right now. But Supreme Kai would then talk about the earrings, the Potara fusion. He would then showcase the earrings and what they do. Now, Vegeta was very much against this. He was not going to do this foolishness. But Goku states that we don't have a choice. If Buuhan beats us, he's going to ravage the whole universe. He's eaten everybody. We need to stop him. I feel like Vegeta also having a bit more of like a tighter connection with Goku. He respects him more as a fighter. I do feel like he would just swallow his pride a lot easier, as Goku didn't have to give him a massive speech and kind of, yell at him and beg him. Vegeta would then allow it, as then they would go back to Earth, and then obviously they would power up as Super Buu knew they was there. He would instantly arrive back, and he was excited to fight them. He would then charge up an attack, as Vegeta would then put the earring on, and then they would fuse into Vegito. Now this is where the fun part happens. This version of Vegito is far more powerful than the original. But here's another thing. If Vegeta, right, is not immortal, but Vegito isn't. Wait, but Goku's immortal though. So what are we going to do here? Well, as you guys know, the Zamasu effect, when Goku Black actually fused with Zamasu when they got badly damaged, they started to mutate and it started to turn out really badly. Now in the manga, when Goku, basically when Zamasu and them fused and then they unfused, Goku Black actually got the immortality. Now for this what if, I'm not going to go that route, as this is mainly for Goku. It wouldn't make sense for Vegeta to then suddenly get the immortality. It wouldn't make too much sense. Maybe that'll be a cool what if later on for Vegeta. Maybe instead of Goku, it'll be what if Vegeta got immortality. Like he got his wish during the Namek Saga or Earth. That'd be really cool. Now, going into the fact that Vegito wouldn't really get hurt. He's far more powerful than Buuhan, and even if they go Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, they're far too powerful. Pretty much the fight would pretty much happen the same. He would let himself get absorbed on purpose so he can go inside of Buu using the magical barrier around him so he can protect himself, so he can go free his son. And that's like the main goal here, is to go free him. Now, once when that happens, they're inside Buu, they would defuse like the original. As you guys know, the magic wore off on the earrings. Well, that's Dragon Ball Z continuity. In Dragon Ball Super, we can just assume that the power wore off and they defuse after a certain period of time, because, well, we didn't know that they were infinite. Obviously, Super ruined it for us. But once when they did so, they would then very quickly find Super Buu's eggs, where it had Majin Buu and Gohan was in there as well. Well, obviously they pull out Gohan, and then obviously Buu reverts back to Super Buu, as he would go into his own mind and begin battling Goku and Vegeta. Now, right before he does, Vegeta would then grab Majin Buu and says, oh, what happens if I pull this? It's the very same scene as before. Now, Buu begs him not to. He would then pull the egg, and then they would escape, as then Kid Buu was born. Now, Kid Buu would actually try and destroy the entire planet first. But this time, Goku would have enough energy, he would burst into Super Saiyan 3, and he would be able to deflect the attack. Or you could argue that Kid Buu still destroys the planet, and yes, they are all brought back to the Kai world. Pretty much the fighting goes the exact same here, as the only difference is the factor of is that Goku has more energy and he does not get hurt. So the difference here, obviously everybody was wished back that Buu killed, that happens the same. Now, but the difference here is that Goku's not getting hurt, but he's actually getting stronger, a lot more powerful. And Goku can use the full power of his Super Saiyan 3. If you guys remember, he didn't have enough energy to basically use 100% of his power as in the original, because he ran out of time. He was playing around too much. This version of Goku having much more stamina and immortality, is not hurt. He can utilize the full power of Super Saiyan 3, mixing it with Kaioken. It could give him enough power to definitely hit a full power Kamehameha, or you can even argue a Spirit Bomb, but I would definitely say Kamehameha. And he would completely obliterate Kid Buu. Remember, this version of Goku is stronger. His Super Saiyan 3 is stronger because he's using the full power of it. Mixing it with Kaioken, sadly, Kid Buu doesn't really have much of a chance. Now, once when Kid Buu was actually killed, the only difference here is that Mr. Satan wouldn't be thinking that he won the world, but obviously he can just lie and say that he did. Now, Fat Buu was still alive. Remember, he was saved. Gohan is saved. Everybody was saved and okay. So everything went well, and they would return back to Earth, and they would have respect and everything, and they're really happy. Now, a couple years would pass. Goku was training on King Kai's world, pretty much the exact same, nothing crazy, and then a purple cat would appear. Beerus would pretty much have the same interactions with everybody. All the events from the original would be the same, all up until Goku becomes the Super Saiyan God. Now, once when Goku and Beerus begin their fight, when Beerus is doing damage to Goku, by the way, this version of Goku as a Super Saiyan God is far stronger because of two factors. Well, immortality is a side factor, but the two main things is that Goku is far more powerful than the original. He's a lot more powerful. Not to mention, most of the other people, aside from Videl, are actually a lot more powerful. Goten's more powerful, Trunks is more powerful because they're trying to keep up, Gohan is far more powerful, and Vegeta, yeah. They're all a lot more powerful, so they can give Goku more energy, thus making the Super Saiyan God stronger. It's not like a ginormous amount, but Goku's definitely tons of times more powerful than he was in the original, and it would give Beerus more fun. As they continue their battle, Goku's actually doing really well as he's actually utilizing the full power of Super Saiyan God. Now Beerus is actually kind of confused here. He's starting to figure something out. The Saiyan's not getting hurt. Any damage that he does to him, any cuts or anything, is healing. He doesn't recall that Saiyans could heal. Now Beerus could assume that maybe this is a power for the Super Saiyan God to where it could heal wounds. And as you guys know, it actually can. As you know, the Super Saiyan God does have a healing ability, and it saved Goku's life when he got stabbed in the chest by Beerus. So Beerus actually kind of brushes it aside, as, remember, he just thinks that, okay, it has to be maybe an ability that this form has, but it makes it more fun for Beerus because now he can beat the Saiyan up as much as he wants and kind of let off more steam. So Goku would actually get a lot more damage than the original, but he can keep on going as he regenerates every single time. And Beerus knows that he's getting stronger. And this is exactly what Beerus wants. Now their fight would actually be a lot more longer, and Goku would actually get a lot more powerful. Remember, he's getting more Zenkais and he's getting stronger, but in the end, the Super Saiyan God power would still run out. Now Goku would still absorb the power, making himself even more powerful. He would still attack Beerus in Super Saiyan. He would even go up to Super Saiyan 2 and even Super Saiyan 3 with Kaioken. Sadly, it wasn't enough to beat Beerus. He was a lot more powerful, but without Super Saiyan God, he couldn't touch Beerus, especially now. But he would burn all his energy out, and Beerus was honestly very thrilled. Beerus would state that Goku was definitely the strongest guy he's ever faced, but Goku would then pass out as he used up so much energy. I know the immortality thing, but he's not hurt. He just exhausted himself. As remember, he just did a massive battle of his life. Beerus would catch Goku and bring him back down. As everything was peaceful, Beerus would let them go as he was more than satisfied fighting Goku. Goku gave him a way better fight, a far better fight than the original. So Beerus is happy with that, and not to mention the food of Earth is really good, so he's not going to throw that away. Now Beerus would then leave, and pretty much everything would go the exact same, all leading up until the resurrection of F Saga, and that is when Frieza was brought back to life. Now as we know, Goku and Vegeta did start training on Whis' planet. Whis does take notice that Goku does have superior stamina and energy, not to mention he does not get hurt. So Whis actually does some research on Goku, and he actually figures out that Goku has immortality. He would actually crack this news to Goku. Goku was shocked that he actually had immortality. When did this happen? Now, Whis doesn't really know when it happened. He just states that, yes, Son Goku, you are actually immortal. This only could have been a use for the Super Dragon, or for the Dragon Balls. Now, Goku states, oh man, well I want to get that thing off me. Because obviously Goku doesn't want immortality. Sadly, of course he would ask Whis, because Whis can heal people, bring back the dead, blah blah. He would ask Whis, saying, Whis, wait, can you just take the immortality off me? And Whis would say, I'm afraid I cannot, Son Goku, as the immortality is fused into your body. There's nothing I can do. I'm afraid that not even your Dragon Balls or the Namekian Dragon Balls could do anything. The only Dragon Balls could potentially be the Super Dragon Balls, but we cannot grab those as they're scattered across other universes. And not to mention, too, we see states that the Super Dragon Balls can't be used for a silly wish like that. You could get in trouble. And obviously, Beerus states, oh, I don't care that you got immortality. Beerus actually kind of likes the idea. Why? Because now he has a rival that he can fight for millions of years. He doesn't care. But he says, all I care about is you getting stronger, so hurry up. And you can't use Super Dragon Balls. So Goku's kind of bummed out, but he's actually really, really happy that he knows the truth now. As I'm assuming a lot of people would be. Now, once when Frieza was resurrected, this is where some things are going to take a funny turn. Obviously, Frieza here would pretty much be the same power level. When he shows up to Earth, he's going to have a rude awakening. You have Goten and Trunks, who, even though they didn't show up, let's just say they did. Either way, they can handle most of the Frieza soldiers. All the Z-Fighters are on the same strength. You could argue a little bit stronger maybe for some of them because they're trying to keep up, but they're around the same. Piccolo and Gohan is the golden stars here. Piccolo has been training with Gohan for 7+ years. Well, actually 8 to 9 now after the Battle of Gods and Frieza. Yeah, so Piccolo has actually gotten way more powerful. Not to mention he's always been stronger in this What If. Not to mention, Gohan has kept his training up. All true, Videl is pregnant, she doesn't have a kid, blah blah. Gohan has obviously taken a full-time job, but he still does training during his free time. He spends time with Videl. Videl even does certain parts of training too, obviously keep herself fit. But Gohan actually does hardcore training with Piccolo, meditation, shadow training, training together with each other's minds, and more. So Gohan is not slacking up training, and he knows that because he has to be there to protect his family. Now, more than ever. Gohan here, in Mystic, very easily can keep up with Final Form Frieza and actually give him a really good fight. But once when Frieza goes golden, Gohan would get overpowered by this version of Frieza. Even with Piccolo trying to help, they can't beat Golden Frieza. This is when Goku would appear, and obviously Vegeta wants to go first. Goku would then play rock, paper, scissors with him, and Goku would win. Now Goku would then showcase Super Saiyan Blue, as remember, he would still acquire the form the same way, and he would begin his battle with Frieza. Now, this version of Goku is far stronger than the original one. Frieza has no chance against Goku. No chance. Goku's actually starting to get bored. So he passes it on to Vegeta, and Vegeta would then turn Super Saiyan Blue. And before Frieza would then blow up the planet, you could say, okay, he blew up the planet. Okay, let's just say that he didn't blow up the planet, or he did. Either way, Frieza's still going to die either way, because Goku's going to blow him up and kill him, or Vegeta did that Big Bang attack and killed Frieza. Either way, Frieza had no chance. He was very unprepared. So Frieza was now sent back to Hell. After that, the Universe 6 arc will be happening, but I will be saving that for next time. And that is it for this What If, you guys. Thank y'all for watching. If you guys have made it this far, today is a very special day. Today is Monday the 29th, and the same day that this video is coming out, I will also be doing a live stream today, Monday the 29th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I want you guys to show up there. The last stream was so much fun. I got new members and you guys were so nice with your donations, everything else. It was a blast stream. I had so much fun answering you guys' questions. So please come on and step by if you have free time. Enjoy the live stream. I will also be maybe doing other live streams later down the line, maybe playing Dragon Ball Z games and such. But that is it for this video. Thank y'all for the support. Let's get 250 likes for this video and 20,000 subscribers. I'll talk to you all later.